Hello, everybody. So, the biggest update that's came out recently in the research and tireless work of some people, shout out to Yami and Vile for explaining this rather clearly to me, is the update on what Deadly does for you. So, Deadly in the description says the higher the value, the easier to cause max attack. However, there is a different line of this that was recently put forth. So, how this works actually is you need your fusion deadly to be 3 times their outermost deadly. So, in this case, if you wanted to do max attacks on me, for example, my exo deadly is 44,000. No need for the extra numbers, let's not get a headache. So 44,000 times 3 would be 132,000. So you would need your fusion deadly to add up to 132,000. So therefore, you would need to take your endo deadly, which in my case is about 37, we'll say, plus my exo, which is the 44, so 37, 44, about 81. And then you would need your tune deadly, in this case to be over 50,000, I would reckon, to just be able to hit above minimum attack. And that does not guarantee that you're going to hit your maximum attack and do so much more damage. It's kind of a sliding scale if knowledge persists after that. Oh, excuse me. So, when you're building your deadly now, and you're looking to see where you want to push, you want to push your deadly into your exo because it is local versus fusion. So, when you're doing your gem lineups and all that other junk, you want deadly pretty much everywhere because it's going to boost you up rather drastically. That includes your lower dragon gems. Your bottom 4, which also translate to your exo, you want deadly everywhere. Because once those deadlies are high enough and you have enough parry, you're going to tank extremely, extremely well. Now, I know a lot of you guys know about the infamous 14.4 ratio, which would mean you take your maximum attack, divide it by 14.4, and you'll get what your deadly should be around. Now, in theory, it would still work, but I've done a couple tests today, and the deadly number has nothing to do with how much max attack you hit and how well you do. That's where your fusion toughness and all that comes into play. So if you're sitting over here and you're like, oh, I have 50,000 character deadly, I should be able to hit max on things. No, most of that's due to your toughness and your crit. So in my case, I have 13,000 deadly, which is obviously extremely low if you use the 14-4 ratio. Well, in reality, I took this ratio and I was able to kill things just as fast, if not quicker. So right now we have a bunch of extra deadlies sitting around doing absolutely nothing. So in that case, I suggest moving your conjures to mostly plus damage instead of deadly. And moving some of your gems, there we go, down to all toughness plus damage, the whole 9. You can have some deadly here and there, it won't hurt you, but it won't give as much of a benefit as it was initially thought to be. So, when you guys are building your deadly, keep in mind it's you versus, you have to get 3 times what their outermost deadly is, which is rather difficult to do, so my suggestions still stand out. Focus on your exo, some on your endo, because endo deadly does help your attack on your endo somewhat. And then, obviously, you don't need to worry as much about character. This is the new ratio that definitely seems to be working very well, so hopefully this guy helps you guys out. Don't have too much fun today, and have a good one.